But every Erev Shabbos, no matter how late Shabbos is, those of us who are at home for Shabbos, very often it's hard to be done with everything in time for Shabbos, whether Shabbos is 4/11, the earliest in December, or whether it's, like mentioned, at 8:20. There's still a lot to do in the Kavod Shabbos. And it's worth it to rather not finish everything, not have everything done, and have peace in the house than get everything done and there should be arguments and discord and bad feeling. It's good to plan ahead and think maybe certain things should be bought. I remember once a young man complaining to me, a young man meaning young, he's still in the yeshiva here, a kollel fellow, with only small children, that he was sitting and learning, his wife was working, and Bli Ayin Har taking care of the house, not a very big family yet at that time, but that his wife gives him the license to bring home guests for Shabbos, Bachman from the yeshiva here, But it's uncomfortable for him that she buys a lot of things from takeout and doesn't make it homemade. So I said to him, it bothers you? Who do you think takeout was made for? For the lady of luxury who has a live-in maid and doesn't work, who has plenty of time to cook? Or was it made for a kollel wife who's working to support her husband and taking care of kids? I said, what do you mean? You should encourage her to buy and to be less tired at home. Thank her that she's letting you bring guests all together. That itself creates a certain pressure to have guests. But a woman should work and take care of the family and make everything homemade. In the pre-World War II days, when that was the seminary for a Yiddish girl, was going to the Bubby's house to learn how to cook and bake, because ladies didn't work before World War II. Women working is only a post-war experience, because Rav Aaron Kotler so badly wanted Torah to be alive in America. So he created a kollel situation without money. When I was young, when Rav Aaron was alive, there were very few wealthy people. The Jews were just beginning to live after the war. And when I was growing up, nobody owned a car. None of my friends had cars. It was unheard of. Who had money for a car? He barely could pay tuition. So, and in order for a bacher to get married and be able to learn to be a young man in kollel, his wife had to work. So that's where it started from. So in those days, women were always home, and the husbands were supporting them, so they had time to bake and cook and take care of the kids. But once Rabbi Kotler wanted to save Torah by creating this kollel situation, so women began to work. And today we became so used to the affluent life of America that most homes women work anyhow, even if the husband does work, because our lifestyle is so high compared to what it was when I was young. So just to live the lifestyle that we used to. My mother, Allah Shalom, didn't have the kind of kitchens that we have, ever. With two range tops and two very separate sinks. That's not how it was. Nobody had it. It's an expense. Today it's part of the course. They make the apartments like that today from people. It's just done. Everyone expects it. It's part of life. A lot of things are part of life that weren't part of life before. But in any case, so I try to settle that shalom bayis situation immediately by telling her, who do you think takeout was made for? It's especially made for the working woman. That she should be able not to feel so harried and so pressured and so tense, and go into Shabbos with a good feeling.